Welcome, Damon Bruce with you as we get ready for NBA action here on 2K Sports, a Monday night broadcast of the NBA. It'll be the Denver.
And ready to get going, we see the Timberwolves. Welcome, everyone, to the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the home of the Timberwolves, where we're broadcasting from live today. There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. And, guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Toppin?
And this is a guy who's made the power slam his trademark, Kevin. So we'll just have to see who he throws it down on tonight.
And don't forget now, a walking highlight reel every time he steps on the court. His flair for the dramatic makes him worth the price of admission all by himself.
The Timberwolves again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. Well, we know they've been sliding lately, and you have to wonder, can they turn it around right now?
You know, sometimes during the season, Kevin, as long as it is, teams just go through a blasé period, and that's basically what's happening here. We can't put our fingers on any one or two things. They're just not getting it done.
Yeah, and what it looks like to me, Clark, is they just don't appear to have any energy. It's just not a team that seems to be enjoying what they're doing out on the floor right now. So they've got to just put together a couple of nice games and get things rolling.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Doncic, he's covered by Murray. Lets it go from deep. Denver grabs the miss. This is their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
And last year, boy, it was fun watching these two teams get together. They split the season series. Very even matchup.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the night here. Steve, as you said, these were maybe the two most evenly matched teams in the conference.
It was such a hard-fought series. I mean, it would be great to see a similar series this season.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Harden. And again, Denver with the triple.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Now let's find out what head coach Mike Malone had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, he told me that basically on the defensive end, if they can do a good job on their outside shooters, everything else should fall into place. He said, listen, if we can force them to work the ball inside on a consistent basis, we feel like we have an excellent chance to win. We'll see, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Devising a strategy, Clark, to take away that three-point shot.
Yeah, I think it's an important part of your defensive game plan because teams nowadays are just too good to not defend them from behind the three-point line.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Harrison Barnes missing on the three. 0. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
No good from Bogdanovich. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here. Doncic. He's covered by Murray. And that one hits back iron. Looking at Denver, they got their last win against the Boston Celtics.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop them.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Here's Barnes. 9 points last game out. From deep. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Well, you got to help out the team whenever you can, and this group of shooting guards have helped out on the glass for their respective teams this year. James Harden, number 1.
And a two-guard who's as prolific as a rebounder as he is, that's a rare breed in the NBA. I mean, it defies conventional wisdom that he's able to pull down as many boards as he does from that position.
Well, I start with his athleticism, Steve. I mean, that makes it possible. And he's got a nice feel for playing in the post as well. He doesn't look out of place down there like a lot of shooting guards do.
Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Harden gets a screen from Murray. Here's Bogdanovich. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bogdanovich has got 6 points.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Doncic, he's covered by Murray. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Nuggets sit statistically in the NBA right now. 10th in steals, 14th in three-point field goal percentage. And as far as block shots go, not a strong suit for this team. Only top 20 in the league. They really don't do a good job of defending the paint.
What they try to do, Clark, is pressure the ball. I mean, you talked about the steals per game, and that's the key number of all those stats. They pressure the ball. They really create havoc for the offense. And when they take you out of the flow of your offense, it really makes the ball stop, and the game becomes very difficult for the offensive team. Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
Number 1, defended by Ertl. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Bogdanovich.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane. Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, their passing has been terrific too, Clark. We're seeing a lot of assists, really moving, a lot of flow offensively. I like what I see.
Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Denver. Harden hits them both.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Doncic, he's covered by Murray. They need this, and that one's good. 5 points in the game.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. I mean, they have to get a hand in his face.
Here's Bogdanovich. His three-pointer's off the mark. Timberwolves trailed by 6. Number 5, guarded by Harden. Puts it up from 15. That's good.
I'll tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. We'll look at the Nuggets. They're in the middle at 5th in the conference, looking to build in the wins as the season goes on. And, of course, Minnesota, just a couple spots back.
You know, right now for the Timberwolves, unfortunately, mediocre is a word we've often heard used to describe their overall performance this season.
Yeah, I expected them to be a few rungs up the ladder from where they are. That drive, that motivation has been sorely lacking.
Here's Murray, and that one's on target from the wing. He's got 10.
Well, sometimes, guys, you can forget he's out there, and all of a sudden, bang, he'll string together 3 or 4 shots in a row and just take over the game.
And, Steve, he's a player that's extremely hard to cool off. I mean, he picks up right where he left off after every break in the action, it seems. Timeout, halftime, it doesn't matter. When he's hot, he stays hot.
Harden right side. Dishes it to Haslem. Back to Harden. Passes it to Murray. Clock at 6. Haslem, the pass to Bogdanovich. With the shot. And it's Denver scoring again.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one following a loss to the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, it seemed to me their three-point shooting was their own worst enemy in that game. But even their wide-open looks weren't falling.
Yeah, and I'm sure when they think back on that game, Steve, their main regret is going to be that they didn't get away from the three-point shot early on. They kept going to it.
Murray, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 13.
They're setting the tone early here, Kevin.
Doncic, he's covered by Murray. The 3, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Here's Bogdanovich. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Boston. Harden's shot is good.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Minnesota calls timeout. And as we get a break here, important for the teams to go over their own strategy. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. So put out your best effort as the game wears on, guys.
You know, it's amazing when you're playing during a season, if you go through a stretch where you don't hydrate, it can have a major physical toll on you. Your body wears down quicker, you don't recover as fast, and that can really take its toll over the course of an 82-game season.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. James Harden picking up that last basket.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
The Nuggets leading by 5. Kicks to Haslam. Right side Jackson. Defended by Ball. Fades away. Again, the Nuggets score.
That's a nice hoop for a guy that typically doesn't score a lot.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Here's Doncic. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. You mentioned, Clark, the tone earlier. They've really set the pace here from the outside, nailing 5 3-point shots in the first.
And that's just the kind of start they wanted. They're an excellent outside shooting team, and they've been able to get good looks and knock them down, and that bodes well for them being able to throw the ball inside now because you have to honor and respect their three-point shooting.
The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. And it's the Nuggets with the ball, leading by 5. Back to Jackson. Pass to Brooks. The dish to Holiday. Jackson a screen on Thomas. And Holiday kicks to Haslam. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the 3. And the Timberwolves with possession. Pass to Thomas. Doncic, guarded by Holiday. The pass to Murray. They grab their own miss.
I tell you what, it never gets old watching him work, does it, Frank?
No, Clark, you know, that's a good way to put it. He will work. Great example of that on the offensive glass right there.
Yeah, just blue-collar stuff. And then he put a little flair in the dunk.
Outside Jackson. Tries a 3. It's rebounded by Ball.
That's not his shot at all. Way too far beyond his range.
Number 55, Brooks covering. And yes, sir, that one drops. And now just a 1-point Nugget lead.
Well, he recognized the advantage size-wise, and he went right at the defender. That's how you do it.
Jackson dishes to Brooks. Back to Jackson. It's Brooks on the wing. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range in the first quarter. Thomas off a pick from Ball. Double team on Thomas. 11 feet away. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Nuggets leading by 3. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Ball. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jackson can't get that one to fall.
Tell you what, you can be really frustrating as a shooter. All you can do is grimace because you just can't find the range.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Passes to Murray. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Here's Hampton. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Nuggets lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the
Friday, January.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
And I'm just so impressed with the long-range shooting. They really lit it up from outside.
Yeah, the sharp shooting from deep, a big part of their lead, and they're playing with confidence and shooting it well.
And Denver has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them.
I know I'll be looking out for the final score of that Clippers game. I think it's going to be close.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. They've got Jackson. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Holiday is running. Knocks down the 10-footer. Holiday's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Nuggets. Ball defended by Ertl. There's Thomas with the 3. Can't get it to go. The Nuggets leading by 3. Pass to Hampton. He kicks it to Holiday. That one wide left.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Now the pass to Murray. Launches a 3. Another miss by Minnesota. He feeds it to Holiday.
Well, Kevin, in the NBA, you've got lots of shooters, but only so many shot creators, and he's one of them.
Yeah, you love to have a guy like him with the ball shot clock running down and just let him go to work. He is a shot manufacturer late in the game.
So he's able to get 1 of 2.
Well, even though he couldn't get them all to fall, he did at least make it a 2-possession game.
Passes it to Murray. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Nuggets leading by 4. Here's Jackson. Great D that time from Murray.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
That's good.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Denver's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Hampton passes to Jackson. And another miss by Denver.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. Still anybody's game, though.
Here's Doncic. And Jackson with the block. Winslow. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Expanding his range. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Doncic guarded by Jackson. Pass to Murray. To the paint. Number 45. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Denver in the lead. Hampton passes to Jackson. He dishes it to Holiday. There's the pass to Hampton. Feeds it to Jackson. Winslow from the arc. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Here's Doncic. And blocked.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
There's a good screen. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Ball. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Over the last month, let's see, Kevin, where the Timberwolves stand in the league ranking. Tops in scoring. First in assists. And they're ranked 3rd in team blocks. Getting after it defensively in the paint.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Both free throws good from Ball.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Pass to Hampton. The feed to Jackson. Trying his luck deep. Another 3 for Denver.
Boy, nice bucket. They are really playing intelligently here.
And even though the lead's not large, they've definitely got the upper hand.
There's the pick. Outside Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. Number 45. The shot misses. Now Denver takes it the other way. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Winslow. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Doncic, defended by Hampton. Pass the ball. Number 1, guarded by Jackson. Number 1 puts the fadeaway right on the money. Denver calls timeout. And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month. The Timberwolves, number 1.
I just love the flow with which they've played recently. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Jackson. The Nuggets leading by 6. Harden the pass to Hampton. Back to Harden. From past the arc. Shot misses. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Goes back up. Now here's Thomas. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Barnes grabs the miss.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss. What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
And the shot is good. He's got 11.
No, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Thomas is on him. On the wing, Harden. A 3-ball. Another miss by Harden.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And it's blocked by Hampton.
He's got to contribute. He's got to produce if his team's going to get back in it in this quarter.
Dishes to Barnes. Takes a 3. That's good.
And we've seen a few mix-ups defensively out there on the perimeter.
More than a few. I mean, the open looks they've allowed from long range have turned into a lot of points.
Doncic, defended by Hampton. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Nuggets leading by 7. Back to Harden. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
The Nuggets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And for the season, guys, they're about 73% from the line, so kind of a mediocre shooting club.
Guys, we haven't seen the type of numbers out of them at the line that we've come to expect, especially after last season.
Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Boy, you got to love it. A picture-perfect alley-oop.
A little surprise, though, Clark. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
You know what? Yeah, but it almost makes it a little more special, Kevin. Just grace over power is the way I see it.
Barnes can't get it to go.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
0, guarded by Harden. Here's Poppin. Great D that time from Haslam. The Nuggets leading by 8. There's the triple. Can't get it to go.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Now, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
And the pass to Toppin. It's stolen by Haslam. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Shot is blocked. And they're on the break. Here's Doncic. Misses the three.
Not sure why he's insisting on shooting from out there. It's just not working for him right now. And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
1:31 left to play here in the second quarter. Gets it to go.
And Kevin, he's got such a great focus as a shooter. He's a very frustrating player to guard because unless you actually block his shot, you are not going to get in his head and affect him.
And let's give him some more credit where more credit is due for his role as a team leader. I mean, he's somebody who brings out the best in his teammates whenever he's on the floor. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Number 5, defended by Bogdanovich. The Nuggets leading by 6. Here's Murray. He drains the quick shot. He's got 15. And Minnesota has possession. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
The three. That's good.
When he came off that screen, the defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Gets to Barnes. Takes the three. Good. Barnes has got 6 points.
Well, he's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Too open that time. Made it look too easy.
And I think they're spending a little too much time behind the three-point line in this quarter. They've got to work the ball into the paint.
I agree with you. I mean, it's easy to settle for that three-point shot. I mean, they're making it harder than they need to. Get it in close. Get to the line. That's how you get back into a game.
3 seconds left. Gets it off. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And an ideal finish to the quarter for them as he drains it at the buzzer.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it's a good for the Cavaliers, a close.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. What a game we're seeing from Murray.
Well, threes have been falling for him at a ridiculous rate. That first half was just amazing.
And when that's the case here in the second, I think he's just got to keep spraying and splashing them.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Minnesota. Here's Bogdanovich. From outside off the mark.
He can't get anything to drop. And the way he's scoring, I'm not sure it's something he should try to shoot his way out of.
No, that might only serve to make things worse, Steve. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
Number 5. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. He's got 10.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Harden outside. He passes to Murray. No good with the triple.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Harden to pass to Irving. And Bogdanovich kicks to Harden. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And Bogdanovich kicks to Barnes.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Great look, but off the mark. Stolen. It's blocked.
Starting to get restless here. 0 for 4 to start the second half.
To the middle. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here is Harden. 11 points in the game. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Barnes. That is good. And the Nuggets lead by 3. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. They set the pick. Pass to Toppin. Let's go. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Barnes sets a screen for Harden. No good on the triple. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. To tie. Gets it to go. 13 points in the game.
The road back hasn't been an easy one, but they've managed to come all the way out of the hole and tie this game.
I have to say, pretty remarkable, Steve. At one point, I thought they were done.
Bogdanovich passes to Harden. Hits the jumper in space. Harden's got 13. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Number 5, defended by Bogdanovich. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Easy boys, come on!
The first one falls. Brooks checked in for Denver. So he gets them both. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Jacks up a 3, and that is good. Bogdanovich has got 11.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Here is Harden. 13 points in the game. Harden gets a screen from Brooks. Back to Harden. Here's Burtle. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Well, not the best statistic for him. I mean, his performance at the line, of course, very low number.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Murray's checked in. Number 5. That 3 off the mark.
The defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
The dish to Barnes. Pass to Brooks. Kicks it out to Harden. 6 to shoot. Back to Brooks. Cannot hit.
Great defensive anticipation there to challenge that shooter.
Number 5. It's good from long range. He's got 17.
Yeah, that's his first 3 of the half. There may be more in store.
The open shot by Brooks, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Timberwolves trail. Doncic. He's covered by Murray. There's the bucket. Good.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
The 3 from Barnes. No good.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
Here's Doncic. And no good. had a chance to take the lead. Here's Murray. 15 points in the game. And that one goes long. And there's the pass to Murray. Inside. Here's Doncic. And it's blocked by Harden. Now Murray, averaging 16 points a game. Barnes dishes to Brooks. Here's Harden on the wing. Tipped away. Barnes sets a screen for Harden. Brooks, left side. Latrey. Rebound, Minnesota. Number 5. Gets to the corner and buries it. 19 points in the game.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Over the last few weeks, let's see how the Nuggets have performed. 3rd in three-point shooting, 4th in field goal percentage, and they're in the top half of the league in blocks. That's pretty good, not too bad.
Man, Clark, you talked about the accuracy from beyond the three-point line, and yeah, they're one of the best shooting teams in the league. It's something they work very hard on in practice each and every day.
Udonis Haslem is checked in for the Nuggets. Brooks. And another miss by Denver. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Five on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And it's blocked. And Holiday kicks to Harden. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he? Some hang time on that rim, puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed. Oh, boy. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert.
Minnesota in the lead. Doncic guarded by Holiday. 1:27 left in the third quarter. Here's Doncic. Hangs on the trifecta. He's got 20.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
You got to make a defensive adjustment here because he's just destroying them from three-point range.
Well, even when they've closed out on him, Steve, he's knocking them down.
Doncic guarded by Holiday. Pass to Murray. Fires the three. Brooks grabs the board. Brooks has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Harden gets a screen from Haslem. Harden the pass to Brooks for the lead. Denver gets it back.
Looks like he's lost his focus a little bit. Not playing well in this quarter.
Here's Doncic. And again it's Minnesota. There's 21 seconds left in the third. Harden outside. It's Brooks on the wing. Second shot opportunity. Misses. The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
Tune in next.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
I've been impressed with how well they've penetrated tonight, too.
And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Bogdanovich out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Ertl in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Back to Thomas. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Holiday's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. To take the lead. And again, it's Denver. The Timberwolves shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Thomas down low. He's covered by Murray. Offensive rebound. Toppin lays it up and in on a nice reverse. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watch it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar. Right, Steve?
Yeah, pass the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it. I mean, this has been something to watch. I mean, just everybody getting involved.
He kicks to Thomas. Number 5, covered by Barnes. The offensive rebound. No good from Ball. Nuggets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Holiday dishes to Barnes. Puts it up. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gets it to go.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Number 5 drills the three-pointer. Easier points for him.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Outside Holiday. He feeds it to Barnes. Back to Holiday. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And a moment now to check out who Minnesota has coming up. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that'll be the 3rd of the 4 straight at home. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. No free throws good from Holiday. Here's Thomas. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. This one for 3. The shot no good. And Denver the other way now.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now.
Timberwolves trailed by 3. Pick off in midair. Here's the break. Ertl, the pass to Bogdanovich. That's good. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter.
Great interplay there between those 2 teammates.
Doncic, guarded by Holiday. Here's the screen. Doncic gets the three-pointer to fall. 25 points in the game.
That's his second three-pointer of the half and his 3rd overall.
And Holiday gets to Barnes and stolen by Thomas. He passes to Toppin. Back to Thomas to tie it up. The rebound by Holiday.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. That free throw good from Bogdanovich. James Harden, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Both free throws good from Bogdanovich. So it's the Timberwolves now, trailing by 4. Doncic, he's covered by Murray. Harden grabs the miss. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. 24 points for him.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
They set the screen. He dishes it to Barnes. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Nuggets. They host the Clippers after this game, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand.
Yeah, and you know the fans out in L.A. really hoping for a win in that one.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Doncic, he's covered by Murray. To tie it up. And it's Denver with the rebound. Harden's got rebound number 8 now on the night. The pass to Irving. Good on the shot. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high-percentage looks.
Stripped away. Here's Bogdanovich. And here is Barnes. Passes it to Irving. Soft touch off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Nugget lead.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. No good on the free throw. And he ends up missing both free throws. The Nuggets leading by 6. Barnes passes to Bogdanovich. They set the pick. Murray misses off the right iron.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Number 5. Good on the triple. He's got 27.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
Denver calls timeout. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. The message, stick with it. He said the game is right there, fellas, right there for the taking. But we've got to play with purpose and precision. Kevin, can they get it done?
Barnes with it. On defense, the Timberwolves. Pass to Irving. Feeds it to Barnes. Pocket 4. Here's Bogdanovich. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got 10 points in the quarter. Minnesota calls timeout. You have to like what we've been seeing from Bogdanovich.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Denver on D. 6-point game. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here on free throw coming up.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Here's Barnes. And there's the feed to Harden. He passes to Bogdanovich. And again, Denver with the triple.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
And there's another one for the Timberwolves. And Denver has possession. They lead by 4. Now, here is Harden. The pass to Murray. Dishes to Barnes. Harden outside. Shot clock at 6. On the 3 off target.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly. This has been a different kind of game here in the second half. I thought both clubs a little slow in the first.
No question, but they're really going at it now.
Kicks it to Barnes. Passes to Irving. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Minnesota calls timeout.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Zero, guarded by Harden. Number 1. It's rebounded by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Weapon. 0, guarded by Harden. Now the pass to Weapon. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're up by 2. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. .22 left in the fourth quarter. Murray, the pass to Bogdanovich. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to check out another.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top. That free throw there caps off a huge possession for them. Those are big points at this stage of the game.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're trailing by 5. 1:15 left in the fourth. So it's the Timberwolves now. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Well, that's his 4th turnover, and he's going to find himself on the bench if this keeps up.
The Nuggets leading by 5. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Bogdanovich has got 32 points in the game. Pass to Toppin. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Here is Harden. And for him right now, an assist. This trip will give him a double-double.
Yeah, I would expect that assist to come shortly. The way he's playing, I mean, he's really in control.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drains the three-pointer.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
Time to finish it off. Beauty.
Big time finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the win, too, just for good measure.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little showboating out there.
And they go to the intentional foul. The first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. And the Timberwolves call time here. They trail by 8. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
Well, this one's out of reach, so I'm not sure why they're calling the timeout here. Maybe just to try to work on something, maybe an out-of-bounds play or something.
Well, they might as well talk about what movies they want to see or what they want to surf on the internet, because this one's done, boys.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball, the pass to Murray. There's the dish to Thomas. It's good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. Big group substitution here for Denver. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
He adds to their lead with a couple of solid free throws.
The fadeaway. That doesn't go either for Thomas. Now Barnes. So the Nuggets win it. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Well, that'll do it for us. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, Kevin Harlan saying so long. And as we end the game, we bring you our Jordan Player of the Game.
Thanks for tuning into this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce.
Just earlier, the fans on their feet as the national anthem rang out throughout the arena. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Gordon?
You know, he's really adept at keeping possessions alive by hitting the boards and cashing in on some of those putbacks.
And don't forget now, a walking highlight reel every time he steps on the court. His flair for the dramatic makes him worth the price of admission all by himself.
Today's game continues this Golden State Warriors homestand. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season. They were blanked in this matchup a season ago. No wins in 3 tries. They'll try to improve on that dismal record here.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're glad these guys aren't in their conference because last season they didn't beat them once. Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Nate McMillan. And Doris, what did he tell you?
Back door, back door.
He talked a little bit about their defensive mindset, saying essentially that they're willing to sacrifice a little bit of space on the interior if it allows them to stay tight on their outside shooters. He said, listen, it's no secret they like to attack you from long range. That's what we're looking to stop tonight.
Thank you, Doris. Devising a strategy, Clark, to take away that 3-point shot.
Yeah, I think it's important part of the defensive game plan because teams nowadays are just too good to not defend them from behind the 3-point line.
Steve, you know, as he was talking about moments ago, Clark, it was just 2 games where they couldn't beat him. And you're right, this is one of the few teams they struggled against.
But with their first chance this season to turn the table, I bet we're going to see some kind of game tonight. I think we'll see their best performance.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Well, this is something they'd like to improve, guys. About 72% on their free throw percentage for the season.
And you know their performance at the line. It's definitely dropped off. Not the tune they were looking for.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. And so just over a minute and a half played. Some nice passing by Golden State. Conley grabs the miss. The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
So it's Atlanta now after the Warriors pick up 3. Back to Gordon. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Double zero. Defended by Gobert. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Now the feed to Conley. And it's off from 3-point range. Number 1. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. He's got 5.
Gotta love the inside-out game there, guys.
Conley off the pick from Gordon. Conley kicks to Green. Outside Gordon. Now the dish to Conley. Conley off the pick from Gobert. A second chance effort. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Number 15. And another 3 for Golden State.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist number. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Now here's Gordon. He had 25 points in the win against the Lakers.
Boy, he had it going offensively, just living at the line.
And here are the Warriors now. It's a 3-point game. And he can't answer back the 3-pointer offline. The Hawks have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Conley dishes to Green. Offensive rebound. Hero. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And don't forget about their three-point shooting, too, because that could be a major factor here tonight.
And he sinks the second.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
Tatum, covered by Conley. There's a good screen. It's rebounded by Gobert.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. The guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity. A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Number 15. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. The Hawks leading by 7. And it's Conley penetrating. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here, fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, and in the end, it wasn't even close. I mean, they had points coming from all over the floor.
Boy, they were locked in and ready to roll, and offensively, they just had a rhythm that was impressive.
Warriors trail by 9. Number 15. 6 to shoot. Here's the 3. Rebound, Atlanta.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And it's Conley penetrating. Outside, Green. Gordon, back to Green. Feeds it to Conley. Outside, Gordon. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Warriors have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. To end the run. Cannot hit. And Atlanta will go the other way with it.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Shot from the low block. And again, it's Atlanta.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Well, just too many easy buckets, you know, in and around the paint. So he wants to put a stop to it, and this timeout is going to be used to try to tighten up the defense.
Guys at this level, they won't miss often if you keep giving up looks inside, and they're paying for that right now. Good timeout here.
Tatum. No good on the 3. The Hawks leading by 13. Vincent the pass to Gordon. Vincent. Number 10. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all. They've been able to score with ease.
Number 1. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 8.
Now, they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Number 10, defended by McDaniel. Avdia, the pass to Vincent. Avdia, shot clock at 6. Number 10. And again, it's Atlanta. Warriors trail by 14. Shot is blocked. Pass to Vincent for three. No one. And Golden State will come the other way. Number one, defended by Vincent. The shot's good from McCain.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
Hawks passing it around. The pass to Avdia. Off the screen. That one wide left.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top rebounding teams this season. The Warriors, number one. The Hawks, second.
Well, we've got two teams here, Kevin, that have been getting it done on the glass all season. It's really hard to know who to give the edge to. Even though one team is ahead on the leaderboard, they both have talent, depth, and tenacity on the glass. They've done a good job of keeping everything outside.
Shoots. That one a little long. Warriors trail by 11. Rob. Fast break, the Hawks. Vincent, the pass to Gobert. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there.
The Hawks have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Good from Gobert. And like you said, we've seen him, do a terrific job keeping the attempts on the perimeter.
Well, you know, Kevin, defensively, when you can limit the opposition to 30%, 25% success rate in the post, you give your defense the ability to work outside much more efficiently. Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Passes to Saric. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Offensive rebound. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game.
And their success rate from the stripe this season, about 77%.
And the first one drops. And the Hawks making a change here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Pass to Bertens. He kicks to Mack. Hands it from downtown. Mack's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
Just seems like they've been a step slow here.
There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's McDaniel, the good-looking shot from the wing. He's got 5. The Hawks leading by 10. Here's Matt. And the pass to Bertens. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Augustine. 1 second left. And that's not going to go. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Hawks lead by 10. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from...
Tune in this Wednesday.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Really good sign offensively the way they started this game out, getting a lot of hoops from close range.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get baskets inside. I know you were a three-point shooter, Steve, and a really good one, but it's always easier to score in the paint.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. They've got Vincent, and it's Saric in at the 5, down low. Augustine with it. He dishes it to Martin. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
And the shot is good.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
Here's Trent. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And what I like about him, he needs very little time to get his shot off. If he has just a bit of room, that's all it takes. In a catch-and-shoot situation, he's going to let it fly.
And, Steve, he's earned a nickname that's familiar to anybody that's followed basketball, the microwave. There's no slow build-up with him. All he needs is one shot to go down, and it can set him off, turn him into a real scoring machine. He cooks with gas, not electricity.
Here's Vincent. Looking for his first basket still in this one. He passes to Matt. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
That whistle got a big response from this crowd, and it is not a favorable one, let's say.
I tell you what, the fans can't believe that they made that call.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for Atlanta.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
No good from Sarge.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
But they recover it. Stolen. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Too open that time. Made it look too easy. Max got 11 points. Oh, wow, guys. Doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
Yeah, and as many times as you see it, Clark, you never like to see a player have to come out of the game with an injury.
Especially when it's your own teammate. But the other guys just have to step up in the meantime to make up for his absence. Next guy up is what we say.
There's the pick. Lee with the ball. Conley picks him up. Here's Humboldt. The offensive rebound. It's stolen by Green. Rejected by Martin. Lee outside. Here's Humboldt. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Come on, you can hit these. Come on.
And that one misses. No luck that time either. The Hawks leading by 16. Here's Green. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
Over the last month, we'll take a look at where the Hawks rank in the NBA stats. 2nd in rebounding. 12th in shooting percentage. And as far as block shots go, not a strong suit for this team. Only top 20 in the league. They really don't do a good job of defending the paint.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Clark. And what jumps out to me is the rebounding, because when you can rebound the basketball as a team, you can stay in every game. Even if you're not shooting the ball well, you rebound, you get extra possessions, and you allow your team the ability to make the comeback.
Conley kicks to Green. Back to Conley. Pass to Green. Clock at 6. Back to Conley. Dishes it to Green. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Lee outside. Here's Trent. Gabriel with the rebound.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And the shot is good from Abdiel. And the Hawks lead by 19.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
He feeds it to Lee. Three-pointer. Gets it to go.
It's his first three-pointer of the second half, which actually makes it his first of the game.
The Hawks leading by 16. Pass to Appiah. Out of bounds. Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. You look at the Magic. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye to...
Oh, what a throwdown there. Man.
Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
Timeout called the Warriors. And the Warriors making a change here. And an interesting look here at the top assistant point guards this season. Setting up teammates, being a playmaker. One of the hallmarks of being a premier point guard in the NBA. Michael Conley is third.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position. That's not lost on these guys. It's all about team basketball with them.
You know, Steve, the court vision all of these players possess is outstanding. That, to me, is the most important attribute an effective point guard can have, and they all have it in spades.
Green left side. Conley dishes to Green. Back to Conley. The Hawks working the ball around. Green. Here's Gabriel. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And on the year, he's shooting an average number at the line, about 73%.
Now here's Lee. Kicks to Martin. Here's Trent. They get it again.
And he's starting to pick things up here after a tough first quarter.
The Hawks leading by 16. Here's the screen. And there's the feed to Green. Green left side. Here's Gabriel. Off target with the jump hook. Golden State's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Good on the triple. He's got 7.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
There's the dish to Green. Atlanta again missing.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Now here's Conley. He's guarded closer. Snatched away. And they're running. Ahead. Shot's good by Lee.
Well, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
The Hawks have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Pass to Appiah. Back to Green from downtown. That doesn't go either for Green.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town.
You know, some good games going on, and that Phoenix game especially has caught my eye.
And the Hawks making a change here. Hero. Here's Gobert. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Gobert's got 9 points.
Well, most of all, I just love the work he puts in on the offensive glass. So many of his points come on putbacks just because of sheer hustle.
And we can't forget to mention his rebounding now. When you watch him, just keep an eye on the way he battles in the paint when the shot goes up.
It's hauled in by Gordon.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area they just can't afford to get lazy with.
You know, I think the effort's been there, Steve, but they're still getting outworked just by a skosh.
Conley kicks to Green. No good on the triple.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
And the Warriors miss again.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And here's Conley outside. Warriors trail by 13. Number 1. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw, no good. And the Hawks making a change here. Good on the second free throw. And so it's Atlanta with it. Down low, off the screen. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. The Hawks have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. That's good from Gobert.
Well, I think they've lost their aggressiveness a little bit. They're not getting fouled and going to the line.
Well, you know, that's an excellent point you make there, Steve, but we got to be careful not to nitpick here. I mean, they do still have the lead, and that's an advantage they'd be wise to continue to press forward on.
Number 10. A stupendous finish in traffic. He's got 6.
They've been getting way too many high percentage looks close to the basket, and tell you what, when they're getting them, they're converting.
You know, the play in the paint, an aspect of this game that has gone entirely their way.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
Here's Vincent. That 3 off the mark. Warriors trail by 17. Tatum defended by Gordon. 0-0. It's good from the top of the key. Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar. Right, Steve?
Yeah, pass the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it. I mean, this has been something to watch. I mean, just everybody getting involved.
Good on the jump shot.
They slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
I'd actually like to see them go back outside, Clark, because they had a good flow, good pace here early on.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot's good from Abdia.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Number 1, defended by Vincent. Number 15. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Hawks on top, up 19. It's the NBA.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome, folks. It's at Quicken Loans.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to beautiful San Francisco, the Bay Area, and a view of the Bay Bridge. What a game we're seeing from Gobert.
That was fun watching him in the first half, just breaking out the entire arsenal of post moves.
Yeah, I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve, and he'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Green kicks to Gordon. Feeds to Conley. Off target from three-point range. Warriors trail by 16. Number 15. Another 3 for Golden State.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that 3.
Atlanta with the ball. Conley kicks to Gordon. Green inside the three-point line. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Number 15, headed by Green. 0-0. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Outside, Green. Conley. Back to Green. Outside, Gordon. Outside, Green. 4 on the clock. That doesn't go either for Green.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Tatum. And that one is hammered home.
A sensational run has them on the brink of tying it up or even taking the lead all of a sudden.
Steve, quite a turn of events here. I mean, they really snapped into focus in a hurry and tightened up their game at both ends.
Here's Gordon. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, and guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it. Kevin, let's look at where the Hawks stand in the NBA rankings right now. Second in rebounding, 6th in assists, and they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Clark. And what jumps out to me is the rebounding, because when you can rebound the basketball as a team, you can stay in every game. Even if you're not shooting the ball well, you rebound, you get extra possessions, and you allow your team the ability to make the comeback.
Gets it to go.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. As we get a break in the action, let's take a moment to check out the NBA's leaders in steals. 5th best, Michael Conley.
Yeah, he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year. No doubt that's where he's done his best work.
The Hawks leading by 8. Outside, Green. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Green's got 12 in the game.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide-open look.
Gordon off a pick from Gobert. Green left side. And again, it's Atlanta. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Golden State moving it around. This one for 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. There's the pick. Green kicks to Gordon. The shot, no good. And Golden State will come the other way. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. It's rebounded by Gobert. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Conley, the pass to Gordon. That doesn't go either for Gordon.
Boy, he'd like to have that one back.
Double zero, defended by Gobert. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. 8 points for him.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Gordon kicks to Gobert. Outside Conley. The pass to Gordon. The tray. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
The defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make 3s, as we saw in the first half.
The Hawks leading by 11. Conley off the pick from Gobert. And here's Green outside. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Takes a three. Rebound by the Hawks. Green gets a screen from Gobert. Lets it go with the three. The shot is off. The Warriors have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Deflects the pass. Tatum gets the bucket. 7 points in the game.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because it poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
Outside Conley. Outside Green. Back to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Number 15. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Hawks.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And one other thing I would add is the mid-range game has been really impressive. I mean, they're showing great touch on some of those 15, 17-footers.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And the Hawks making a change here. Here's Saric, and he connects with the jumper.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
There's the screen. Number 1. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. He kicks it to Conley. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Warriors trail by 13. And a beautiful feed leads to a master jam. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
That free throw good from McDaniel. The Hawks leading by 10. And here is Conley. Right now averaging 15 points a game. The open shot. Green gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Green's got 19 points.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Passes it to McDaniel. Trying his luck deep. It's hauled in by Saric. The Hawks have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Conley kicks to Saric. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got assist number 8 now on the night.
Boy, when you got a big man who can shoot from distance like he can, what a huge bonus that is.
The Hawks have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. You take a look at the Suns. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, the Golden State Warriors, a few slots below them.
Well, I think for Golden State, they've managed their expectations well. I mean, they've been even keeled, not too high, not too low on themselves, and in decent shape as we get deeper into the season.
This is probably where they should be, I mean, to be honest with you. And I like it. I mean, what you want to do with the NBA season, you just want to take it week by week. You can't go too high or too low. And this team, if they continue to just do their work on a daily basis, they should be fine.
He dishes it to Gordon. Conley's shot is off.
And his mechanics are just all out of whack now. He just has no feel for his shot.
Well, his numbers certainly back that fact up. I mean, he has gone ice cold here.
Pass to McDaniel. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 12. Green kicks to Conley. Outside Gordon. He passes to Bertens. Lets it go from deep. Good.
of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Golden State moving the ball around. Fires from deep. That is good. Now Conley. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Sarge. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Sarge has got 7 points here in this quarter.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Augustine from outside. The shot is off. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Green gets a screen from Sarge. Shoots the three. Warriors with the rebound.
He's normally a really big threat from long range. Struggling right now. He might need to mix his game up a little bit.
Stolen by Sarge. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. And it's Conley penetrating. Gordon with it. Now guarded by McDaniel. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Hawks have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. The first one falls, and the Hawks making a change here. And both free throws good for Gordon. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Number 15, defended by Vincent. Number 1. And the Warriors miss again. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game.
This Thursday night.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Hawks leading by 16. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. We've got Conley, and it's Avdia in at the 2 spot. From deep. No luck. And for the Warriors, they should do reasonably well, 45%. Number 11. Mike Conley grabs the miss. Conley's got his 4th rebound in this one. Harrell. Back to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gordon. Kept alive. There's the pass to Avdia. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. On the wing, Gordon. Goes back up. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Number 1. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. The Hawks leading by 14. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Pass to Gordon. Dishes to Conley. Cannot hit. So Golden State will take it the other way. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town.
Got a lot of fans focused on that matchup for Detroit. Yeah, he brings so many things to the table defensively. Always seems to have an answer for whatever is being thrown his way. And if you're the offensive player, you do not want him guarding you because he will get right into you and make...
And also, if you watch him on the defensive end, you can see how tough it is to screen him off a play. I mean, he goes through it, around it, or under. He finds a way to shake off screens.
Some great free throw shooting so far in this second half.
I think they should keep trying to initiate contact and get back to the line until they start missing from there. But as it is, they're perfect so far, so keep it up.
And the Hawks making a change here. Green's checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Hawks leading by 13. They set the pick. Avdia, the pass to Gobert. Green. All sorts of time. Connects. The jumper drops. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Golden State moving it around. And the shot is good.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
Well, that's been the focus, Clark, as we've watched. I mean, they've created one chance after another inside.
The three gets it to go. Green's got 22 points.
That's his 6th three-pointer of the game, 3 in each half.
0-0. Headed by Green. Good on the shot.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Green gets a screen from Gobert. He feeds it to Conley. A three ball. And a rebound goes to the Warriors.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
The three-pointer is right on target.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
They set the pick. Abdiaco pass to Green. The shot will not go. And Golden State will go the other way with it. It's stolen by Green. Right side, Green. And Gobert kicks to Green. The feed to Conley. Passes it to Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Tries a three. The shot's good from Abdiaco. And the Hawks lead by 14.
Well, you got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Atlanta calls timeout. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
During that break, Coach Nate McMillan had some words for his team. It was clear what message he was trying to get across. He said, this lead isn't big enough that we're safe. Not by a long shot. I don't want us sitting back and milking the clock. Play to win. Show some aggression. Guys.
Kicks to Gordon. Takes the three. Another three for Atlanta.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
There's the triple. But they get it back. The three. And that one's good. He's got 22.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Green gets to Gobert. Conley left side. The shot is off. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Boom! He jams it straight down. That could give him a huge injection of energy.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
Outside, Green. Pass to Gobert. Outside, Conley. On the wing, Gordon. Baseline jumper. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by Gobert.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Right side, Conley. Right side, Conley. Number 1. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here is Golden State. Warriors trail by 12. Tatum, defended by Gordon. Number 1. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Conley kicks to Green. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Free throw good, Gordon.
Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
You can just see his confidence rising every time he knocks one down beyond the arc.
Green dishes to Conley. Gordon with the screen for Conley. There's a screen. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Gordon, the pass to Conley. Count the bucket.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end. But he's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
That's good from Conley. Warriors trail by 15. Timeout called the Warriors.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Double zero. Defended by Gobert. That is good.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Backs in. Outside Gordon. He passes to Gobert. Back to Gordon. From the arc. Another three for Atlanta.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Number 15. And it's off the back rim. No good.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
Yep, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
They set the screen. 6 to shoot. Outside Conley. Green. From deep. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Green's got 25 points in the game. Warriors trail by 18. Golden State moving it around. Tatum defended by Gordon. Tatum. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
Easy boys, come on!
And he makes the first.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. .115 left here in the fourth quarter. Vincent the pass to Matt. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And the Warriors making a change here. Warriors trail by 16. They set the pick. The dish to Martin. The pass to McDaniel. Back to Martin. Feeds it to Augustine. Atlanta with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Mack, headed by Augustine. Vincent. And a miss there on the triple. Golden State's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. McDaniel to pass to Augustine. Passes it to McDaniel. Shoots a three. They get it back. Banked in off the glass.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
Mack, the pass to Vincent. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for joining us tonight in our presentation of NBA on 2K Sports. Now our Jordan Player of the Game.